give them everything they ask for. In fact, why don't we go send them an extra set of hands? I want to see just how much anarchy this group can spread. Hello, and welcome back to the Lost Legends of Scadrial, Mistborn Adventure Game Podcast. I'm your host and narrator-Trevor. You can find me online as Fifth of Daybreak, and with me I have the rest of the Lost Legends.
Hello, I am Lena, also known as Beladora Wilde.
I'm Zach, and I play Finnigan Bomon.
I'm John, and I play Clydus Logan.
Let's jump back in. So you guys have secured a warehouse space. You have hired Ringeling's Circus, and we will say that it's been a couple of days that you've been back in Elendel, and you've just been kind of like going over a couple of things, like consolidating resources, waiting to hear back from the Christophori on the contact that they're sending you to help execute the rest of your plan or help you secure whatever resources are left over. Because he had to come with the money to secure Ringeling's performance and everything like that. And so it's been several days. Finally, you are at the warehouse. Unless you guys wanted to do some RP before what I have planned.
I'd like to think we brought the whiteboard with us.
the
chalkboard. And Finnegan's put two more things on. He's gone back up and he circled door like 3 times over because he wasn't able to find any information about it.
The chalkboard is now full of like drawings of possible doors on trains.
Wait, I'm confused. Did we ride back on horses? How did we transport the chalkboard?
There was a carriage arranged for you guys.
And I mean, I just think I'd like the chalkboard there. It was so nice to have. I want it there. Roleplay magic. Finnegan probably could have carried it the entire way. It's okay.
I'll have to take back a few of those charges. No, I'm just kidding.
Wasn't that?
That'll be 50 charges for chalkboard.
It wasn't that heavy of a chalkboard.
No, you're fine. You've got the chalkboard there. You've circled door, and what was the other thing you were going to add?
So Finnegan would also be interested in securing a map of train routes. That way, we can find a spot on the route with the train where the heist will actually take place.
Okay. So you're just putting that on the board for now. Map of train routes to Ratchkin.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So we can plot a course.
Is there anything else that anybody had in mind before I bring in what I've got planned?
Well, someone should try and hire the Allomancers, right?
Just like roleplay wise inside of the group before you have access to more Christophori resources to continue planning.
Should I say again?
Like if there's any role playing that you want to do within the group, because a contact from Christophori is on the way, bringing the rest of like the resources to be your liaison for anything else that you need and to like pay the circus.
Yeah, I didn't have anything in mind.
I know what Finnegan's kind of doing is he's got the chalkboard of different various doors it could be. And I'd like to imagine he's kind of acting like Ezekiel Midoriya with his hero notebook that he writes all of the statistics in for every single hero. Finnegan's doing that with every single door, and he's kind of mumbling to himself, like, if it's this kind of door, this is what I'll do. If it's this kind of door, then I'll go like this. And
he's putting so much thought in, but like, does it matter in the end? Like, it's still going to be applied brute force 2-door.
I mean, on that note, I'm going to roleplay that out. Like, Clydus comes up behind him while he's muttering, Finn, are you studying doors? You know,
well, I don't know what kind of door it'll be. I have to know what kind of door.
All you've ever done is knock the dang things down. It's not like it's that different from model to model. Apply boot here.
You don't know, man. You don't know, man. Doors.
Is this like a fetish or something for you, Finn? Should I give you some room? And then he like takes his hat off and fans Finn a little bit.
Finn's kind of got like this, like he's just kind of got this really intense, focused look on his face, and it's just the fact that he doesn't know what he's up against that is troubling him the most, because he doesn't want this to go wrong.
Finn, I'm go feeling Beladora because you're scaring me a bit, and he just slinks off.
But Clydus, what if this is the one door I can't open? This is the door that is between me and getting my boats back.
And Clydus just continues slinking without engaging.
It's something I've got to do for my family. This is a door to get their lives back. What if it's a door I can't open? I have to know what kind of door it is. And Finnigan continues on that train of thought.
But
I didn't even catch that. That was good, yeah.
If you don't mind me inserting this, Bella, I would think that seeing Finn like that is a little amusing to her, and so as part of your compulsion to continue to flare your metals, I would think that you're like just tugging on that anxiety a little bit.
Yeah, I would say that would probably be entertaining to Bella. God, she's the worst.
If you don't mind, let's go ahead and make this a roll.
All right.
So you get 2 free nudges for being a savant. You've got a rating of 7. And then Finn, go ahead and give me a spirit roll 4.
This is so many dice.
Yeah, that's 1s and a nudge.
2s and 2 nudges.
Okay, so Finn, going forward through this episode, I think that like he's just very on edge, very anxious, and do with that what you will as far as roleplay is concerned.
Okie dokie.
I'm so sorry, Finn.
No, you're not.
I am.
Bella's
not.
Lena is.
Lena's sorry. Bella's not.
Bella's not sorry. Episode title.
That could be every episode title.
So it's been a few days of Finn kind of getting riled up about the fact that he's been putting out these feelers. He's been trying to get the store figured out. He just can't, no matter who he tries to talk to get information on the doors that they're using. Bella, you went out at one point to meet with Ringling and hire the circus, and it went successfully since we did that role last time. But do you want a chance to roleplay that out at all, or would you like to just kind of skip over that until we can save him for later?
I'm good with skipping over that.
Okay, and then we don't really need to roleplay anything that Clydus would have done securing the housing, and so it's pretty early in the day when the door to the warehouse is open. Finn, I imagine you're still like at the chalkboard, like frantically erasing this one part of the board that's like just desperately white from all of the times you've redrawn things. And Clydus, you are the first to notice. You've had your coffee.
Actually, Clydus is probably taking a nap somewhere.
Oh yeah. Well, Finn, go ahead and give me a wits roll.
That is 5s.
Okay, with 5s, you look over at this man who has come walking into the warehouse, and you immediately recognize the pencil-thin mustache that he is wearing as the man who sold you the cart with all of your supplies back in Rashikin at the antique shop.
Do I know you?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm in the business, but from what I understand, you're new to the business, so it's
Did I buy chef's equipment from you?
Chef's? What are you talking about?
All right, I'm gonna roll to see if Clydus hears and wakes up. Let me see what my be wits for awareness, right?
Either that or spirit. If you hear it, I'll let you choose.
Yeah, I'll do wits. Okay, nope, nothing but a nudge. Clydus is just napping away.
Anyways, my name is Hinston. I'm the liaison from Christophori here to help you do your train robbery against the Irvine family.
No, seriously, I could swear that I've seen you somewhere before. What? So I recognize him from Rashikin? Like, is that...
Yeah, you know that you saw him in the antique shop, but he's just not going to recognize that he sold someone chef equipment.
I think I met you in Rashikin. I think.
Well, I certainly wasn't in any official capacity if it was there. I mean, I have a stupid store that I run as a front, but, there's nothing but junk in there.
Would I also know that he's where the thugs came from that tried to beat me up?
He's definitely not where they came from.
He's not where they came from. Okay. So that was all Clydus' fault. Got it.
Yeah, that was all Clydus' fault. Anyway, I've already arranged to have payments sent to Ringling for the performance of his circus, and that's honestly why I'm here. It was a tidy sum. That's not a problem for the mob. We're mostly interested in doing damage to the Irvings anyway, but it got the higher-ups curious, and, well, Clydus is, where is Clydus anyway?
I think he's napping off in a corner somewhere. What do you know about the door that this train is going to have?
The door?
Didn't even miss
the door, man. The door. The door.
The door. He turns. Bella, what are you doing when he comes in?
Bella is very busy watching the strong men flex.
Okay, so you've already moved the circus into the warehouse, then?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay. So he kind of looks at you and he follows the way your gaze is, and he looks at them, and then he looks back at Finn, and then he just yells out, "Clydus!"
Clydus jumps out of wherever it was he was. I'm going to say he was like lying on some chairs that he put together with, hat over his head. He jumps up. What in the... Who the hell...
What the hell kind of door is a Clydus?
Your sorry little rustin pencil mustache doing in here? And Clydus tries to get up and looks intimidating, but his clothes are all disheveled and he kind of slips all over himself.
Charming as always, Clydus. I'm here to help get this operation rolling. I am the resident expert on Rashikin, and it's not exactly a safe place for our operatives to be at the moment with the hornet's nest they kicked up, I guess letting you two off the hook. And he points towards...
We ain't operating in Rashikin, so you can march your sorry hind out of here, and we got this handled. Send someone else.
Clydus, you think that they're just gonna let you choose who you get to work with? You think I wanted to be here either? You think I didn't put up a stink about having to work with you, of all people? But I'm a professional, Clydus. I'm here...
Honestly, I try my hardest not to think about what goes through your mind.
Wonderful. I can't work with any of them.
Gentlemen, do you mind keeping your voices down? I'm very busy right now. She goes back to watching.
Clydus just gives her a wry look.
They're not as strong as Faroukamists.
Oh, Finn, are you jealous?
No, I just want to find out about this bloody door. I'm frustrated.
You and your doors. Clydus just kind of rubs his temples. All right, punk, let's get this over with. What do you need? Why are you here?
I'm here to help. I'm here to be at your disposal, Clydus, as much as it pains me to say it. I have been sent to facilitate whatever it will be that you need outside of what you've accomplished so far, including already paying the bill for this literal circus you've assembled in the warehouse.
It's all the rage in Ellendale.
Well, I suppose if you're putting yourself at my disposal, why don't you go get us some almancers for the job?
And find out what kind of door this train has.
Can't you see the man needs some intelligence?
Oh, I can definitely see that the man needs some intelligence.
I'm sorry, Finn, that one kind of cropped up on you.
Listen, I'm not great contacts in this city. I am here to facilitate, but I can't just go and do your work for you. You can let me know how I can help you. So you want to hire Allomancers. I will make sure
I'm
you
at
have
your
the
disposal,
coin
but I
to
just
do
can't
it.
help.
Oh, I can help,
Typical
Clydus.
punk.
I will help. But I am not here to do
Don't you
the
have a
deed
store
for
to
you.
run anyway?
No, Clydus, it's already been ransacked by the thugs they sent at me once it was announced that these two got pardoned or whatever it was that happened.
Finnigan during the arguing is going to go up to this guy. He's going to kind of be as menacing as he possibly can be. Grab his shoulder. If you can't find out what kind of door this is, could you at least get a train route? We need maps! Maps! Doors! Maps! And he goes back to the chalkboard.
I think when you put him, when you let go of him, he is going to reach to his side, and he's going to keep his hand, kind of cocked behind his back, and he's going to say, I don't like the attitude of everyone in this room. Clydus, I know what you have against me, but we lost some good men in Rashikin before we knew exactly what was going down. I lost my entire cover, and now I'm stuck here helping you. So I get it. You don't like me, I don't like you. We need to be professionals and work together. You want Allomancers, I'll make sure you got the money to hire them. But my influence in this city isn't any better than yours, so you can have me try and do it, but I'm not guaranteeing the best results if that's the case. But at the end of the day, while I'm here to help you, I'm also here to make sure that you're not just spending resources of the Christophori without actually getting results as well. And when he says that last part, he locks eyes with Bella, or at least tries to.
She is paying attention now, and she's just kind of staring right at him with this little smug smile on her face. And she'll sidle over at that point and go,
Well, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name, but it sounds like you don't really get along with the gentleman over here, so I would like to offer my services, and you can work with me if you don't want to get along with the boys.
He raises one eyebrow, and he puts his hand back, lets go and brings it back around. And I think he grabs a chair, wherever the nearest chair is, and goes and sits down and says, Great. So, what's the plan? Why is it that we've got a whole literal circus, and how does that help us rob a train?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, darling, but a circus is pretty distracting. If they've got a million different things going on around them, I don't think they're going to be paying too much attention to the train car that is holding the stuff that we want.
Yes, but how does the circus distract the train while the train is in motion?
I mean, my thought was to plant the circus right in front of the train on the train tracks, but someone, and I glance over at the boys, didn't agree with me.
Clydus is just glaring at Plunk the whole time. He's only half listening.
Finnegan's not listening at all.
Well, that itself is an interesting... it's definitely more original than just throwing a tree across the tracks. What is it that they proposed instead?
It was something about getting the circus on a train and then getting the trains side by side. Something, circus train.
Going off the rails on a circus train. His eyebrows kind of shoot up, and he puts his hands back on his hips, really widens his stance in surprise. It's interesting plan. Clydus, how does this work?
It's a circus train. What do you think? You get the circus on the train. They do a bunch of shenanigans. If you were riding a train, guard post or not, and you saw some trapeze artists flying around while this giant hunk of metal is going, I don't know, 8 horses fast down the track, you telling me you wouldn't be distracted and look?
Everybody give me a spirit roll.
Nothing.
4s and a nudge.
Nothing.
4s and a nudge is exactly enough. Well, I suppose in other cities that wouldn't work since there's only 2 rails, one for departing trains, one for trains coming in, but there's so much industrial going on in Rashikin that it's possible we could find a train route where there's 2 trains running close to parallel.
And just imagine them elephants on there. Like, that'll definitely get some attention.
Hinston looks back at Bella.
But anyway, the general idea, Finnigan finally is piping up at this point. The general idea is we get some pewter arms, maybe a couple of brutes, and we hide out in one of the train cars, pull up next to the car we need to rob, bust the door open, and carry all the goods across while the trains are moving.
Definitely an interesting idea. It's not without its own risks, least of all involving an entire circus in a crime operation. But I don't hate it. Instant again looks
I mean, the idea was for them to be robbed without them knowing they're being robbed, and that's the best idea we could come up with.
Oh, Finn, you forgot about the clown costumes as a disguise.
What?
Our robbers will have clown costumes, and then we'll have actual clowns going back and forth. So they won't be able to know whether it's just clowns juggling stuff and our people stealing things.
Clown costumes.
Clown costumes.
One more look at Bella, this time with his eyebrows up to the ceiling.
Bella shrugs.
Fact, punk, that'd be perfect for you. You want to help us steal? We can get you a clown costume. One of those big red noses right on your face.
Let me think about that generous offer, Clydus. Let me just think long and hard.
But basically, the idea is to make the train.
I want you to wear your brain
Make
out.
the train look like it's a traveling circus just passing by. We steal the goods while the train's in motion, get it onto the circus car, and then they're none the wiser.
So it sounds like, at the very least, what you need from me is to arrange the train.
Yeah, that might work.
Oh, he can finally do something! Brilliant!
Well, this is why we talk like adults before grabbing each other on the shoulder and screaming doors.
This is why we talk like adults, we grab people on the shoulder and screaming down.
I'm gonna go find some allomancers. And Clydus walks out.
You have no idea what kind of stress I'm under.
Hinston offers, before you leave, a purse to cover the costs of hiring.
Clydus, darling, are you sure that you want to do the hiring on this one? If I recall, you don't have a very good track record with employing people.
Which is funny, because it's his best stat.
It wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't before?
No, I just raised it.
I mean, still, 4 is pretty good as well. Like, of anything
True.
in standings, the influence...
Yeah. True.
Anyway,
that's
sorry
right. I have successfully secured more resources, and that is not a high stat for me. Although I get the bonus from the network. I mean, if you're offering to take it on, Bella, that'd be fine with me. Because yes, I have not had the best luck lately, and we don't want another Rashkin on our hands.
I mean, I think that Rashkin was
Maybe you can use your stealthing skills and find out what kind of door we're dealing with. Sorry, I'm on edge.
I pat him on the shoulder and very gently tug on his anxiety a little bit more.
Screw you, Bella.
Finn's unraveling at the edges. It's been too long.
Well, if you're going to take care of the Allomancers, then maybe I'll go see if I can find some maps.
And I will see if I can secure the train for you. What's Finn going to do?
I don't know, because how anxious is he at this point?
I'll leave it at your discretion. I mean, she definitely walloped you on it, but instead of giving you, like, willpower damage or something, just kind of keep it in mind that Finn's on edge.
Finn could go try and find out what kind of door the train has.
Again.
So, is that what you're doing, Finn?
I think Finnegan's not going to be able to focus on anything else until he finds out. As anxious and as unwound as he is not going to be able to be any kind of help until he finds this out.
Let's go ahead and start with that. What method are you trying to use this time to find out about the doors? Are you asking around at around the docks to see if anybody has worked at a railway before, or are you trying to bribe somebody who works for the rail company to get you information?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get myself a job in the railroad warehouse.
Okay.
Using my past dock working experience, I assume I have I assume because I have some warehousing experience, I think I'll try to get a job and try and go in as one of the workers who'd be loading the trains.
Okay. I think that will make that an influence roll. I'm gonna give you +1 for your dock worker experience / network, and then +1 for the help of the Christopher.
Okay. That is 2s.
Yeah, with 2s, you're able to find a job working in the railway yard in Elendel. Specifically the one in the first octant where the trains from Rashikin would be coming in. And so what I will do with that is, depending on how much time you guys spend, and how many times it takes to to get a successful roll figuring it out. Since you didn't directly have one with a roll to get the doors this time, I'm going to give you a pretty hefty bonus the next time you try and figure out which doors.
I'd like to note that I'm looking out for anything like manifests that might specifically say Irvane or anything along those lines.
Perfect. Yeah, we will go ahead and let you take that on next beat that you have. Clydus, do you want to go next? This will be a straight resources roll. Go ahead and unspend that 1 that you've got spent on there, and then you get a +2 for the Christophori help in having the network.
All right.
Double dipping in that Christophori bonus.
3s and a nudge.
Yeah, so you're able to find a couple of maps that show where the incoming and outgoing rail lines go from Rashikin, and you're able to locate a couple of spots where the train has allowed the 4 of them to link up, and so you've got a course now where here's where 2 of them could possibly on an outgoing train be next to each other for an extended period of time.
Course plotted.
Bella, how are you hiring your Allomancers?
That's a really good question. So she's probably looking for a crew that is mostly operating outside of the law. So she'll probably just spend some time socializing in various sketchy bars, seeing how she can recruit people, kind of probably much the same way that she quote unquote recruited Finn, but maybe with more sketchy avenues in mind, until she maybe finds some whispers of crews that are, I don't know, that kind of operate within that sphere of influence or that have done train heists in the past.
I think the way that I'll handle this is because I want it to be a resources roll, since you'll essentially be bribing / hiring the crew. But since you're like trying to be very targeted in who you're going who you're going to hire, I'm going to have you do a charm roll first, +1 for being a skillful manipulator. And then, depending on how successful that roll is, it will either give you a bonus on your roll or make it less difficult to succeed the next roll.
Okay.
Just depending on the mix of success / nudge.
Okay, that was 5s and a nudge.
Okay, yeah, with 5s and a nudge, I'm going to give you one. I'm going to carry that nudge forward, and then the 5 is going to decrease it by 1 difficulty. So go ahead and give me the resources roll +1 for the help with the Christophori.
Okay. That is 3s and a nudge.
Yeah, with 3s and a nudge, let's say you're able to hire, so you have 2 nudges. You've got 5 Allomancers of your choice.
Oh god, what?
Or 5 Metalborn of your choice, we'll say.
Alright. Lads, what kind of Metalborn do we want here?
Well, I would say probably at least 1 coin shot.
Mm-hmm.
2 brutes. Maybe a lurcher. And then the 5th, I don't know. What's, can we get a bend alloy? I forget what they're called. Speedsters?
I think a bend alloy might be too much for 3s and 2 nudges.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Ah, okay.
Because that's an expensive metal.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Pewter arm might be a good idea.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 2 pewter arms instead of 2 brutes. I got myself confused.
Yeah, we don't need anybody upstaging Finn.
Do we want?
Well, not only that, but with a pewter arm, they'll be agile and strong.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want a soother to kind of be the yin to my yang?
Or a smoker, for that matter. I think a smoker might be a good idea. Because they'll probably have seekers on staff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds good.
So 1 coin shot, 1 lurcher, 2 pewter arms, 1 smoker?
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to be willing to wear a clown costume.
Give me another charm roll.
Do I get any bonuses because I am so skillful at manipulating people?
I think you get 1 for the beguiling smile.
Oh, God bless. Say, darling, how do you feel about clown costumes? That was 2s and 2 nudges.
What?
2s and 2 nudges, I'll give it to you. Any less than that, nope. But with 2s, you convince them that they will wear the clown costumes.
I kind of want to see that role played out.
You want us to wear what?
You know, it's for anonymity.
He you're talking to one of the pewter arms, and he looks down at like the overalls that he's wearing and the really, really dirty t-shirt that he's got on. Clown costumes.
Clown costumes. Darling, have you ever wanted to lock eyes with a clown? I don't think so.
He reaches up and scratches the back of his head while he looks up in the air. Do I gotta wear the makeup?
I mean, I think it would look very dashing on you, so I would recommend it. But, I mean, if you don't want to,
And then I just kind of look sad. I look sad.
Now,
and
hold
do the
on.
puppy eyes.
Hold on. I don't want to... Man, I am gonna look like a damn fool.
Darling, you're gonna look like a clown. It's fun.
Alright, well, the money's good, so, none of us want to cross the Christophori, so we're in.
Yeah, you know what they did to Ned.
Yeah, clown costumes, at least, and Ned worries.
If it means getting the Christophori off my back, heck, I'll dress up as a pony.
Don't be offering anything else. We're already gonna be damn clowns. Now Let the good lady get on her way.
A pony, you say?
Fine.
No, I don't think he said anything. We'll come to that warehouse, and we'll be there. Clown costumes.
Sorry, I said I really love money.
All right, I pat them both on the shoulders and let them be on their way.
All right, now we'll do a roll for Hinston. He got 5s, so
Is
he
this
is
a sanity
able to,
roll for him?
I mean, he does have a 6 + 1 for his profession. It's a vanity roll for you when you get all those dice.
Oh, I said sanity roll because he has to deal with us.
I thought you said vanity roll. I'm like, listen, I can roll dice too. I want to play. No, it was just the influence. But I probably should make him roll next time he has to deal with Finn because he doesn't know how to take Finn anymore. You sold me chef stuff? Doors! It's all the rage in Allendale.
Did I mention doors? Because they're doors. Definitely doors.
Gotta find the doors. There's the one door. The one door to rule them all. One doesn't simply walk into Mordor.
One does simply walk into more doors.
Not without a big door. Oh, but
so let's move on to the next series of beats. I imagine there won't be too much prep that you guys have left to do, but Finn's still on his quest to figure out which doors that are being used. Is there anything else that Bella and Clydus would like to get done, and anything that the group wants Hinston to do before you guys are all set to go?
Let's get some dynamite just to, remain theme consistent.
Yeah, if all else fails with this whole circus situation, we just blow everything up.
Yep.
Because that definitely makes it look like the Vanishers did it.
I mean, the train vanished.
Yeah, it's gonna vanish.
No, I think they'll find some pieces. So is that what both of you are doing?
I don't know. That's what I'm doing.
Go ahead and give me a resources +2.
Sweet. I got 4s.
Yeah, with 4s you're able to buy, how many sticks do you want?
4 sticks.
I'll give you the 4 sticks, but it'll cost both of your resources.
Oh, I didn't already have it down from the maps?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine with me. I think 2 resources is definitely a bargain for 4 sticks of dynamite.
Bella, how about you? What are you doing?
I hate myself for this, but Bella is probably going to see if she can go on a date or a series of dates with someone who works at the train yard to see if she can coax out of them what kind of door the Urbex are going to be using.
Okay, go ahead and give me a charm roll, and you're going to get +2 for this. 1 for your socialite and 1 for your beguiling smile.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I'm gonna laugh if Finn wins his roll, so this was all unnecessary.
How many freaking 4s can I roll in one go? That was, yeah, lots of 4s.
So what exactly are you trying to learn? Just the door?
Yeah, probably the door, or if there's anything else kind of special about what they do, what the Urvan trains look like and have on them. Maybe something about security if she can coax that out of the person that she's with.
I'm gonna let you choose one of those categories.
Okay. She wants to know about that door. Not for Finn, for herself.
Yeah, you're able to get a description. The cars that the Irvings use are all of the same type. They have doors on the front and back, so that way you can access the train all the way through without having to walk around or climb over the top. And then it does have a large cargo door that generally they have a large padlock to keep it closed. and like he describes like the brand of the padlock that the company uses.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll maybe go on another date or two with him, and then I'm gonna ghost him hard.
Oh, she died. She was a secret agent for the governor. How many different excuses does she leave? Whoever he asks, each person has a different answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't you catch that them there whooping cough?
What's up?
As far as Finn goes, does Bella tell Finn about the door or the padlock?
Definitely not right away.
Okay, Finn, what are you doing?
I'm going to be continuing to work my butt off at the warehouse, trying to find out any kind of information I can.
What method is it that you're using to try and get the information? Are you just trying to sneak over to like inside of the cars at one point, or are you just keeping your eyes open and trying to find a good chance to learn something, or are you trying to get your fellow workers to gossip?
It'll probably be trying to get the fellow not even really trying to get the fellow workers to gossip, but working amongst the people that have probably been there the longest and know it the best.
Let's go ahead and make that a charm roll, and I'm going to give you a +1 because you're used to the shop talk.
Okay. God, 5s!
Nice. Yeah, so with 5s, you start talking to these guys about how much the doors have changed on the shipping containers, or how much the different they are in the shipping containers that you've seen down at the docks and the ones here, and they start to go off about how sometimes the locks don't seem to work right, and you got to have multiple different keys that even though any of them should work, none of them do. And he, after a long time talking with you, complaining about the different doors that you've experienced frustration with between the rail yard and the shipping yard, he eventually gives you a copy of one of those keys, and then tells you like the trick to really jimmy it open if it's stuck.
Interesting.
And then I'm also going to give you a -1 resource for going and working a real job.
Aww.
Like, you're being a responsible member of society, and I feel like I should reward that, you gremlins.
Oh, wait, that means... Gotcha.
Does Finn get his secrets known for jimmying the lock?
No, because secrets are more supposed to be like a social thing anyway. I think having the key to the lock is good enough, John.
Oh, he had a key.
Yep, I got a key to the lock to the door.
But he's still just going to knock it over.
It's not how the Vanishers would do it.
Vanishers also wouldn't use clowns.
What did you call Miles? Okay, wait, hold on. Push and Pull are absolutely circus names.
What?
Hmm?
Push and Pull, the two Alamancers that Wayne fights at the end. Those are absolutely circus names.
Fair, but they're not dressed up as clowns.
Okay, point. What were you saying, Zach?
So Finnigan is going to come back from his long day at the warehouse very pleased with himself.
And he is going to ghost them.
Yes, he is. Actually, I don't think he is going to ghost them because he's just been given a key to what he needs, and he doesn't want it to seem suspicious that he was just given a key and then suddenly doesn't show up for work.
Fair. Was there anything that the group wanted Hinston to focus on?
Getting better, because Clydus will have tried to put a the laxative in his drink when he wasn't looking.
I want him to focus on shaving that tiny mustache because it annoys me.
I want him to focus on giving Beladora money.
Clydus, give me a physique roll to try and sneak it into his drink.
The way you said money kind of reminded me of what's her name? Jenny Slate's character in Parks and Rec, where she goes to Henry Winkler's money, please. Mona Lisa Saperstein. That's it.
Are you ready for this?
Yep.
I got 4s and a nudge.
Instant has not been around much, so he unfortunately is not available to either shave his mustache or give Bella money because he is taken quite ill.
Serves you right, Paul.
Bella's just the worst.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Bella's like, I've done nothing wrong ever in my life.
I know this, and I love you. All right, I think that puts us in a good place to do the deed next time.
Sweet. Circus
Hopefully
train.
not the same deed that Winston's doing.
Woo woo!
Oh, poor Hinston. He was just trying to help. He's a professional.
No, he's not.
I mean, a professional wouldn't let his store get burned down.
Professional wouldn't let a laxative get put in his drink.
He's among allies.
He's among allies.
He should know better by now.
Yeah, but what about that patchy spot in Finn's beard where he's been picking at because of all the anxiety?
I do want to note that when Finn comes back from getting the key, Bella probably notices the sudden shift in demeanor, and she's just gonna just hit the gas on that serotonin rioting juice. She's gonna bump up his sense of victory and just general badassness. So she's evening it out a little bit.
Da 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 da
Okay,
da 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 da.
Rioting roll for that.
A rioting roll? Okay. That was 5s and 2 nudges.
All right, with 5s and 2 nudges, Finn, go ahead and mark down in roll 20 that you've got a +1 moving forward.
Hey!
Bella taketh away, but
Sweet.
sometimes she also giveth.
Only because she still has this feeling of power of I figured out the doors first.
Yeah.
Let him have his fun.
God, I hate her.
Yeah, we will go ahead and call it there for the night, and we will be back again in 2 weeks' time. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Mistborn and all related properties are owned by Brandon Sanderson and Dragonsteel Entertainment. The Mistborn adventure game is a product of Crafty Games. Special thanks to Steve Argyle for letting us use his artwork for the logo, and to Boardroom Design for putting the logo together for us. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at LLOS Podcast, or give us an email at lostlegendsofscadrial@gmail.com. We hope that you'll like and share and give us a review on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Doors.